sounds do bats make? So I got this bat when we were over in England visiting Whitby because it was Dracula weekend and everybody dressed up in gothic punk, which is pretty crazy. Whoa! So I got this cool little bat because that's where they did Dracula. Wrote the book, did the film probably, and so I got this cool little bat. And so I'll show you what it does in a little bit. Okay, so just finishing up 10.4. And this is actually find the area. Find an area. So, whoops, sorry, 7th period. We did 18 together, number 18 together in class. And we ended up using the law of cosines and law of sines and 180 minus 2 angles to solve the whole triangle. And really, all we needed was to find the side and another side and the angle in between the sides, right? So sorry about that. So our biggest side was a 17. So we actually solved for angle B. So angle B is what we solved for first. And so that would actually, now that you have angle B using the law of cosines, you can look at my work there to help you. Then you just use a side and angle and another side. And don't forget the 1/2 part. So that would actually be 1/2 times the side, which is 7, times the other side, which is 14. And then the angle between the sides that we found is sine of 103. Now the interesting thing is it actually works with any side angle side, right? That's pretty interesting. So parenthesis 1 divided by 2, that's 1/2, times 7, times the sine of the angle, but we'll do the other side, then times sine of the angle in between the sides. And so you actually get 47.7. 7th period, sorry, name drop, like maybe Kaysen or Reagan, or who else is there? Name drop, maybe Ellie or Callie or Tesson. Name drop everybody, people, or Kale missed you today, or Levi or Alex or Jet or Tanner or Abby or Lauren or did I miss anybody? Sydney, whoa, Ellie, Reagan, did I miss Tesson, Kaysen? Okay, sorry I missed that. So there you go. So it's actually the area for that problem is actually going to be 47.7. And that's going to be centimeters squared. Is our answer for number 18. So I would really like to check that though using Heron's formula. And so Heron's formula is a formula that we maybe hopefully learned in class. And so that formula is going to be having to do with the sides and multiplying them like together and stuff. Yeah, there it is. And so here's our formula right here. So why don't we give that formula a try and see if you get the same answer? We should technically get the same answer. You can do law of cosines to find side angle side, and then use this formula, side angle side. Or you could use all 3 sides in the formula where you add them all together and divide by 2. So why don't we go ahead and give that a try? Let's give that a try. So we're going to go ahead and do, let's see here. So we have 14 plus 17 plus 7, push enter, and then we divide that by 2. So we get 19. Do we add them? Yeah, we add them together, divide by 2. And then we plug into a formula where you take that total, square root it, and then you get that combination times each one minus in each side. Wow. I don't know if I want to teach this one or not. I mean, it's kind of cool, but it just seems kind of complicated. Okay, so basically now that we have 19, we're going to do the square root of 19 times, and then is it s minus each one? I think it is. Yeah, s minus each one. Okay, let's do this. That's an interesting formula. Whoever came up with that is amazing. Let's give it a try. Okay, so what are our sides again? We have 19 minus 14. We also have 19 minus 7. And we also have 19 minus 17. Whoa. And so that should also give us our area. It does. 47.7 is it. Nice. So that's the area. That's for number 18. The answer is using the area of the triangle, it's going to be 18. Cool. So we can try with 15, that new formula we just did. You have side, side, side. Why not give that a try? Then you don't have to do the log cosines, I guess, right? I guess you don't have to do the log cosines then if you do that. Yeah, let's give that a try. Why not? So let's see here. We got add 24 plus 12 plus 18. And then we'll carefully put all those in parentheses and divide it by 2. So 24 plus 12 plus 18, cool. So push enter, then divide by 2, good. So 27 is our key number. So now our area then is going to be, so area is equal to, did I say 27? I think I did say 27. Yep. So now we're going to do the square root of 27 times 27 minus 24 times 27 minus 18 times 27 minus 12. Special formula. So this is only for side, side, side that we're doing this formula here, right? And then we plug in there, there, and there. Cool. So then we get our area as, let's use our calculator now. Give it a try, give it a try. So we're going to go ahead and do the square root of 27 times 27 minus 24, which is 3, times 27 minus 12 times 27 minus 18. Way-oh, let's see if it works. Boom, 104.57. So to the nearest tenth, so 104.57 rounds to like 104.6. Should be our inches squared. Inches squared. So 104.5, 104.6 inches squared. Either of those close enough, you'll get that right answer there. Good. So what if you don't have that? Then you have to try to find side angle side. Right? So find side angle side. I think this one actually is side angle side for number 16. Let me see. So you basically have a triangle and you have B there. And then across from that, this is A. And then we also have C, which is 12. And so that means across from little a is big A, across from little c is big C, across from little b is big B. Cool. So you do have 70 degrees, you do have side angle side there. And so that means the area for this one using the other formula, my favorite formula that I've used all the time in the past. So the other formula, area equals 1/2 times the side times the other side, and then times sine of the angle in between the sides. And so go ahead and plug that into your calculator to get the answer for 16. So now you try 17. And then 17 is also side angle side. So you can go ahead and do that as well. So area is equal to 1/2 times 50 times 220 times sine of the angle in between the sides. Now what's interesting is that this was always area of a triangle. So when you have the area of a right triangle, so the area of a right triangle, do you remember the formula? It's 1/2 base times height, right? But what you didn't know, it was actually base times height, side times side, base times height. But also what you didn't know is you were actually timesing that by sine of the angle. But the angle was 90 degrees. And sine of 90 degrees is always just 1. So then we just ignored it. And so your teacher didn't tell you that, right? Yeah, your teacher didn't tell you to use sine of 90, so we just ignored it and said just do, because it's always just 1. And so yeah, so we're like, yeah, don't worry about the sine of the 90 degrees. But now they're doing a non-right triangle, you are going to do sine of that angle that's in between the two sides, right? Here we go, easy to prep, and we're done. So number 19, the sides of an oblique triangle measure 7 inches, 9 inches, and 10 inches, respectively. Which of the following equation, when solved for theta, gives the measure of the smallest angle of the triangle? Note for any triangle, we can use the law of sines, or cosines, So we're going to have to use the law of cosines. And the tricky part is you're always, well, 7, 9, 10, you're always supposed to do the largest side first. So always do the largest side first, and then find the other angles or sides. Tricky. But this is a acute triangle, so we might be okay. Yeah, we might be okay to do the smallest side, which should be 7. So 7 squared, this is trying to find the angle. So 7 squared is equal to the other side, squared and added, minus 2 times those two sides, multiplied together, and then cosine of the angle you're solving for, right? And so I'm thinking that number 19 is D. Number 19 is D. Boom, we got it. So that's using the law of cosines, right? Using the law of cosines, but always solve for the largest angle first. Cool. Okay, beautiful. Cool. So thanks for watching. I hope this last part of the video tried to help you understand area. Try to understand area. Did you plug in your calculator? Plug in your calculator. What'd you get? Let me know what you got. So thanks for watching. Keep practicing. You got this. Keep on practicing. Bye for now. Bye for now. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.